me make sure I'm online. Okay, I think I'm online. Okay. Hello, I'm Alex from A.P. Inc. So today and for the month of October, I thought it would be fun to um okay, let me preface this. So there is a challenge for the month of October that I'm not trying to throw shade, just that it's not really cool to do the challenge that I'm trying to refer to, but just that there are other people who have come out with lists of their own that has less drama attached to it. One of those people being uh, Cat Vok on YouTube. Anyways, I thought it would be kind of fun to. I went through and tried to get um different references from what I would say are kind of classic scary movies or Halloween kind of movies. So I'm just gonna go through and one per day try to emulate those creatures or people. So the first one up is I've got, and this was kind of hard to find a clean image of, the snake or sandworm from Beetlejuice. Um, you're welcome to use my reference or find better ones. I'm not very good at finding references. So I'm going to start with the sandworm. I've got a 4B pencil, a piece of sketchbook paper. I think I'll do like two per piece, just folded in half to try to keep the other side clean. So I am just gonna try to get into this. Has anybody else seen the sandworm uh blow ups, like lawn blow ups or whatever? And I guess, at least for the moment, this is kind of topical because I guess they either are coming out with or did come out with Beetlejuice 2. I'm not sure to look at this kind of double head, whatever going on here. It kind of, I have seen this movie, I don't know how many times, but, and I guess I've never really thought about it until just now, that, it kind of calls back to the alien from Alien, which I have a reference of that too, but with the kind of double head or double mouth. But I'm just not sure which one came first. Beetlejuice or Alien. Are there anybody out there watching that actually likes Beetlejuice? And if you do, have you gotten into any of the um I guess behind the scenes or um not really behind the scenes, just that there are aspects to the, I guess, final cut or more well known movie that there is like another cut or deleted scenes that kind of would have made Beetlejuice a completely different movie had they decided to utilize the deleted scenes. I think I already said this, but I was having trouble actually trying to find a clean reference for this creature. I found all kinds of um, artworks of other people recreating these creatures and characters from the movie, which, at least for me, I try not to use other people's artwork as reference unless I can clearly see their signature, because I prefer to give credit where it's due. Which, for that, more than just a signature, but to actually have some kind of, I guess, social link so I can fully give them credit. I think I'm obscure enough that most people don't know I do these videos or that my channel exists. It is kind of interesting though, because obviously you can see the multiple teeth on the inside mouth, but if you look close enough, you can see that the outside head also has teeth. I'm not sure how the outside teeth don't mash the inside head, if that makes sense. Try and get the upper jaw and the lower jaw to at least be the same length. I have no real idea on how long these things are. We'll try to imply that it kind of, the end kind of curls around and just gets obscure. I think I need to move the eye back just a little bit. Here, the eye is kind of lined up with the um, corner of the mouth. Okay, I think I'm gonna go with that. I failed to grab any kind of fine liners, so give me a minute while I knock things over. Okay, so I've got a black brush pen here. With movie magic, though, I'm wondering, because I think some of the scenes for this creature may have been claymation. Like here, I think it's clay, maybe, but I'm wondering if it's kind of like a sock, kind of like that's actually somebody's arm and hand. And the tongue itself is also striped. Okay, I'm gonna give that a minute to dry, and then I'll erase the pencil. The colors on this, I think, are pretty straightforward. Oh, I left out the lips on the outside and inside head. I didn't really notice it, or maybe I wasn't looking for it. But the lips on this thing are green. I could add just like a stripe of green anyway, just so it's not that I'm completely ignoring it. Okay, so the outside head has red eyes. neither of the references that I grabbed here shows a clear shot of the inside eye, but I'm thinking I might make it yellow. Okay, I'm not sure of the two dark grays that I pulled, which one is darker. So I've got CG5 Cool Gray, and then this Dark Matter Gray Sharpie. Okay, I don't know if that would be too subtle for the camera to pick up, but then I'm thinking I might use this color for the dark stripes. Because, okay, on one hand, this could have black stripes, but I think they might just be dark. I mean, here it looks black. But here, I think it's just a dark gray. I pulled BG1 blue gray to shade the white. And I've got green for the lips, red for the outer eye. I'm not sure about that inner eye. I'm still thinking yellow. Just trying to decide, of the grays that I have, I could go a bit more subtle with the darker gray. I've got, aside from this one, I've got CG3 Cool Gray and uh, GG3 Green Gray. I think this one would make more sense for the darker tone, just so the grays aren't kind of clashing too much and kind of blend into each other. So if I do CG3 green gray or cool gray, The shadow would stand out a lot more. Okay, I'm going to use a kneaded eraser to erase the pencil. See that's the bad thing about using that darker pencil. Even with as light as I try to be, it kind of stains the paper. I don't know if you guys can really see that. Okay, making sure that I grab the right marker. Okay, so the CG3 Cool Gray for the darker stripes. And I am gonna try to go off the reference as to where the white versus the darker tone should be. Actually, before I do that, I should go over with the green. It looks like this inner head has some kind of red detail. Almost like freckles going across where the nose might be. I'm reluctant to add that detail because, I mean, you can kind of see it here, just here, here, but I don't know what they look like. If I could actually find the movie and watch it, that might help, but it's not going to help right now. Okay, CG3 Cool Gray. I was trying to pay attention as I made the lower and upper stripes to try and get them to line up. At the very least, the number of stripes is the same. The teeth look like they're, at least on the outer head, look like they're, oh, I gotta do the tongue. The outer head, and you can almost make it out on the inner head that they're striped as well, but because of the size I'm working with here, I think the ink would just kind of feather out some and turn the entire tooth gray. I could go in with the fine liner and do that detail. Okay, blue-gray. BG1 blue-gray to shade the white. And I'm going to use that both for the white stripes and for the inner head. Just for contrast, I am going over that green stripe. I don't think it's really going to make too much difference, certainly on camera. Oh, going to shade the white on the tongue as well. Okay, so the darker gray to shade these stripes. Oh, I need to add shadow to the tongue. I think if I should add that same detail, I'm just guessing that the inner head has teeth like the outer head, where you can clearly see the stripes. This is hard to see. This is even harder to see. Like, at least for me, I can't even see fully what the teeth look like here. I mean, this is as much as I can zoom in, and you can just kind of make out 3 teeth here that might have stripes on it. So I don't know if I add that stripe detail, if it is right or wrong. But I feel like given the outer head that it could be right. I really just wanted to give that fine liner a chance to dry some, because I don't know if there would be any smearing between these two different markers. Okay. I don't know what else to do with the inner eye here. I am just gonna make it yellow, and the only yellow I have is canary yellow. Okay. So my reference of the Beetlejuice Sandworm versus what I drew. Hopefully it comes across. Like, out of context, would you know what this was? I'm kind of hoping you would. But I am going to leave this one here. I I'm going to be doing this all month, so I think tomorrow I'm going to be working on one of these. Um, Adam and Barbara. I don't know their last names, but I'm going to be working on their. I don't know what to call this form, but they're kind of ghoulish look. I'm not going to work on both of them tomorrow. I'm going to work on one. So if you'd like to hang out with me or maybe draw with me, grab your own reference or you're welcome to use mine and we can hang out tomorrow morning. But other than that, thank you to anybody who watched or watches. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you. Bye.